I wanted to make a video about which camera I am using in 2026, but first I wanted to talk to you about what it means to create content. And what do I mean by that? I mean that it's not going to matter what camera you have, what lens you have, and what microphone you have on YouTube. What's going to matter is your content and what type of content you deliver to your viewers. Now, I've made videos in the past about my Lumix cameras, right? Whether I'm still rocking with this camera, whether I'm still rocking with that camera, but you're going to have to think about the long run, and you just need to do what makes you happy on this platform. And a lot of times we all get stuck in a different mindset, as far as this creator is using this mic, this creator is using this lens, this creator is using this camera. Now, it's very easy to get stuck in that mindset. I have been there, right? So you may wonder, am I still rocking with the Lumix G6? Am I still rocking with the Lumix G85? Or am I still rocking with the Lumix GH2? Now, it's not important. What's important, again, is the content that you're going to deliver to your audience, whether they like it or not. They're not going to care if you're using a Lumix G85. They're not going to care if you hacked a Lumix GH2. Been there, done that, tried it. It may work for that particular video, but in the long run, it's not going to work for you, right? I mean, what's working for me right now is what I'm talking to you on right now, and that is a webcam. I have a webcam here, and I have a webcam right here. And you want to know how much I paid for those webcams? They cost me like $40 a piece, if that, maybe $30 a piece, $60, right? Don't get me into, well, I'll get into it, what it cost, right? So this camera here, which is the G85, I paid $300 for this base. No lens, no mic, nothing. $300 just for the body. We're going to move on to the Lumix G6. What did I pay for this? I paid $250 for this camera. The GH2, I think I paid about $275 for this. And I'm getting the best results right now in 2025 and in 2026 right now from these $40 webcams. That's all it takes, right? And of course, the type of content that you're going to deliver to your audience, right? Now, do I love still using my Lumix G85? Absolutely. Do I still love using my other Lumix cameras? Absolutely. But am I using them to create content? I guess is the real question. And the answer as of right now is no, I'm not. Right? Some of you might be like, well, if you're not using them, why don't you just sell them? I don't want to sell them because I may decide I want to pivot and do some filmmaking with them and make some short movies. I talked about it before. I just never went along with it, never followed through with it because I wasn't happy doing that type of content. And it's going to boil down to is to do what makes you happy, right? And again, it doesn't need to be a expensive camera. It doesn't need to be that. It needs to be what gets you results on this platform. What's going to give you the best results with what you already have, right? I mean, a lot of us are using our cell phones to create content because it's working. You pick up your phone, you press record, you get yourself a cheap little microphone and you run with it, right? So I really wanted to make a video on my Lumix G85 and talk about how this is the camera to use in 2026. how it was the camera for me to use in 2025, and it was at that time. At the time that I was making this type of content, that type of content, this was the camera for me. But for now, for what I use it for and what I need it for isn't going to be for what I'm doing right now. Of course, I can hook these up and do the same thing that I'm doing now, between this camera and this camera right here. I could easily mount these and go that way. I mean, if I were to go that way, I would use the G85, and I probably would rock with the GH2. The G85 as my main camera, and maybe the GH2 as my bird's eye camera. But I'm just not feeling it. I just, I don't know how I feel about that anymore. I mean, I might pick it up tomorrow and just decide I want to start filming random videos, little movies that I might do. I thought about maybe starting a separate channel. I went down this rabbit hole before as far as starting another channel. It didn't work out well. I let it fail, and it failed miserably. So when you want to ask yourself, what camera should you be using, right? What camera do you want to use? Do you want to use Lumix? Do you want to use a full frame camera? Do you want to use a Micro Four Third camera? Do you want to use a webcam, right? I want you to experiment, and I want you as a creator to try something on your own, right? I mean, it's so easy to go to YouTube and look up, what does a G85 do? What does a Lumix G6 do? What does a Lumix GH2 do? I've done it. I've been there. I've seen the videos. I've seen so many creators create content with all three of these cameras that I have. And by the way, I'm not showing you the same camera. I just don't have enough hands, right? So I'll show you here. Look, I do have 3 Lumix cameras. I'm not just picking up the same exact camera over and over again, if that's what some people might be thinking. So I do have 3 separate cameras. I actually have more in the cabinet behind me, but these were my go-to cameras. These were the cameras that I used to create a lot of my talking head videos. And, right now in 2026, you can grow without using the expensive stuff, right? I'm not here to tell you how to grow your YouTube channel. I've been down that rabbit hole too. I'm just here to say that I'm not going to be making a video telling you which camera I'm going to be working with, right? Because I want you to do that. I want you to do the homework, and I want you to learn and teach yourself. I've learned a lot of stuff on my own without even YouTubing it. I mean, yes, I did learn a lot on YouTube by YouTubing it. I mean, right? That's what we all do. I learned how to do so much shit on YouTube. It's ridiculous, right? The perfect settings for this camera, the perfect settings for that camera, the perfect settings for that camera, the perfect settings for the camera I'm using right now. It's just so easy to get caught up in that, and I just want everybody to take a step back and just do something for you. Don't do something because somebody else is doing it. Don't rock with a G85 because I'm rocking with a G85. Don't rock with a Nexigo webcam camera from Amazon because I rock with it. I want you to do your own thing and do your own research, do your own homework, and I want you to have fun with it. And I will catch you in the next one.